Hello, everybody out there in TV land. Now I'm just playing. What's up, YouTube? Tonight is a special edition episode of the J&A show. Tonight, as you can see, I'm by myself. My wife, she didn't really have time to do this video with me, but she got a few requests that she wanted me to throw in their honorable mentions. So tonight's episode is about the top 10 WWE finishers, in my opinion and my wife's, that are the best finishers in wrestling right now. So we're going to start off with number 10, the power bomb. Yes, it's a basic move, but it requires a lot of athleticism, a lot of strength. I love, for example, how Batista used to do his Batista bomb. He can do it pretty much on almost anyone. I remember back, I want to say 2008, maybe. I may be wrong. Leave in the comments if you remember what I'm talking about, where he power bombed, I want to say, Umaga at WrestleMania. Leave in the comment chat which WrestleMania was that. I'm not pretty sure. I want to say 24? I may be wrong. So, again, Batista is one. I love how he did his powerbomb. And to go old school, Diesel, Kevin Nash. As you can see, NWO for life. I love how he did his jackknife powerbomb. He would pretty much, destroy you with it. One of my favorite matches of him in WWE was at WrestleMania against The Undertaker. I think he hit Undertaker with like 2 power bombs and he got up, but that's another story. So moving on, I don't want to take all night, take up you guys' time. Number 9, I want to go with, obviously, me and my wife's favorite female wrestler, Bianca Belair, the KOD, Kiss of Death. I feel like it's an incredible move. I feel like she is one of the strongest women in wrestling today. If you don't know, go back and watch it. I don't know exactly which episode of SmackDown it was, but she actually put Nia Jax in the KOD. And Piper Niven also. That just goes to show you how strong she is, how athletic she is. I mean, look at her. She used to be a track star, all that stuff. That's my number 9 pick. Number 8, I'm going to have to go with a little comedic flair. I want to go with my man Santino Marella with the Cobra. One of my favorite entertaining moves, even though, let's be realistic, it really didn't do that much damage, but boy, was it cool. Like, I used to love how he did it on his opponents, and what made it even more special is how his opponents sold for him. Like the one match with him and JTG, and he shook JTG and he's shaking on the ground. It just hilarious. I love it. That's my number 8 pick. Number 7, I want to go with the Beast, Brock Lesnar with the F5. Man, one of my favorite finishing moves of pretty much, I want to say all time, but it's up there. It's my number 7 pick. I remember when he first came, he did on Rikishi, blew my mind. 2002, I remember all the way back then when he first appeared in that hardcore match with Maven and I think Spike Dudley, when he powerbombed Spike Dudley like 3 times into a trash can. Awesome. I love that finisher. My number 6 pick, I'm going to go with the hustle, loyalty, respect, or is it no hustle, no loyalty, and disrespect now? I'm not sure. But I'm going to go with the attitude adjustment, or will he convert it back to the FU? Another one of my favorite finishers. Just shows the strength. You got to have strength, athleticism, all those things. And John Cena definitely has strength. Athleticism, we might have to debate on that one. But I remember at WrestleMania, it was a triple threat match. Let me know, chat. I'm drawing a blank. It was him, Edge, and Big Show, and he picked up Big Show and Edge in the to put him up for the attitude adjustment. Even though Edge jumped off, that he still was on top of him at the time before he hit on Big Show. That just shows you how strong this man is and how much strength and athleticism it takes to do that move. Moving on to number 5, the Dead Man, The Undertaker. I can't roll my eyes in the back of my head. That's the best you're going to get, YouTube. Sorry. But one of my all-time favorite wrestlers ever. Like, he's still, to this day, like, there's never be another superstar like The Undertaker. Man, that Tombstone Power Driver, boy, it does damage. I remember watching, this is how old I am, chat. I remember watching Survivor Series 1991 when he did on Hulk Hogan, one of my favorite matches. I was like, I want to say I was like 6, 7 years old at the time. But yeah, nobody could beat the Tombstone. And then Kane came. I remember I was actually going to go to that pay-per-view, but some things happened where I didn't get a chance to go. When Kane debuted, hit the Tombstone, The Undertaker, man, memorable. Moving on, number 4 pick. I got to go with the Game, Triple H, Pedigree. Come on, that's a finisher move that's awesome. He hooks you like he's going to do a power driver, but he hooks your arms and bam, drives your face straight down into the mat. Come on, can't get any better than that. Moving on to number 3. Yeah, I think this is going to be mine and a lot of other people's finishes. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, I'm going to go with the Rock Bottom. Style points, strength points. You could pretty much hit that move on anybody. And you got to admit, he does it with a little flair. I would have put the People's Elbow on here as well, but let's face it, I'm not really a big fan of it. The People's Elbow. I don't think it really does that much damage. It's more for showmanship. Hey, I could be wrong. If you want to debate me on it, hey, hit me up in the chat and leave your guys' comments on if I left out a finisher that you think should be in the top 10, or just to let me know you guys' favorite finishers. Maybe I'll be like, oh, I forgot about that one. But definitely, one of my top 10 finishers is the Rock Bottom. I love how it's done. The Rock is one of my favorite superstars. I love that you could do it on anybody, and I just love how it looks. So moving on to number 2, I think I'm gonna need a beer, maybe 2 for this one. That's right, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. I'm gonna go with the Stone Cold Stunner.
Whoop, whoop.
One of the best finishing moves out. I know KO took it over right now. He's using it. Hey, I'm a fan of KO, so hey, I'm glad. I feel like there couldn't have been anybody else that could have done it. But how Stone Cold, nobody did like Stone Cold. Him and McMahon, best rivalry. Speaking of rivalries, I'm going to do the top 5 rivalries, my favorite wrestling rivalries, so stay tuned for that video as well. But the Stone Cold Stunner, man, was it cool. I'm not sure if it, I wouldn't say I'm not sure if it did damage. Getting dropped on your chin, I'm pretty sure that'll knock anybody out if you drop them hard enough. But that's another finisher that had style points, had flair, you could use it on anybody, and it was just a cool finisher. So here's the icing on the cake, everybody. It all boils down to this. What you guys think is the number 1 finisher? Let me know in the chat. But for me, it's got to be the Viper, Randy Orton with the RKO. Hands down, top 1 best finisher of all time. You could literally hit out of nowhere. I don't know if you guys remember this episode of Raw, Evan Bourne. Enough said. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My top 10 WWE finishers of all time, in my opinion. But before I go, I got some honorable mentions. I want to go with the Spear, another great finisher. Hey, right now, the best spear in the game. I acknowledge you, my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. But back in the day, I used to love when Goldberg. Hey, Goldberg. And nobody hit the spear like Goldberg. But moving on, the next, maybe a little controversial. Maybe I might be on a long. I'm sorry. Maybe I might be on a lonely ship with this one, but I'm gonna go with the Dominator, Farouk. I love that finisher. I hate not a lot of wrestlers use it to this day, but I feel like it didn't have as much flair, but it got the job done. You needed strength to lift somebody on your shoulder and flip them and drive them down to the mat. Can't beat it. Next, I'm gonna go with the Choke Slam. Another nice move. You can pretty much hit on anybody. All you gotta do is, hey, you need strength, but let's be honest. We all know my boy Maven. Shout out to Maven. Show us the different little secrets and stuff like that when it comes to finishers. So you can pretty much hit the choke slam on anybody. I like how it look. I like the flair. I like the overall look of the move. And I mean, you pretty much driving your opponent down to the mat. So 1, 2, 3, you're done. Moving on. This is my wife's honorable mention. I don't really call it a finisher. I really call it humiliation. I'm going to go with Rikishi's stink face. She says she loved that move. Right now, Nia Jax is using it. I'm not a big fan of Nia Jax. She just, I don't know. I don't care for her. But, I mean, the stink face, yeah, I'll be pretty much done if somebody did that to me as well. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my top 10 finishers in WWE of all time, and those honorable mentions as well. Thank you for joining me tonight to take this time out of your busy schedules, I'm sure, to sit and chill with me as I count down my top 10 finishers. My name is, oh yeah, I got another surprise for you. I'm going to go by a new alias. What do you guys think? From here on out, I might call myself Jesse Dynamite. Let me know in the chat if I should go with it. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout for my next video with me and my wife, where we discuss the top 5 to 10 things that kids do to get on your nerves this day and age. I'm sure we can have a long discussion on that one. And I'm going to bring in a couple of my kids to come in and have a sit down and chat with you guys about their point of view about kids. And let's face it, every kid says their parents just don't understand. But check me out, chat. Have a good night. Peace. Oh, and don't forget, like and subscribe. See ya.